President Trump could be the reason that we save Social Security in long term. And nobody's talking about it. Same thing with RX. Same thing with now. And vote to convict Trump. He can blame his endorsement team. He hasn't even endorsed anybody. He's gonna stay out of the race.
Fucking months, if not years now. And I'm relying on fucking low IQ engagement bait on Twitter with actual mouth breathing, knuckle dragging, saliva drooling fuckwits to eat the slop that I put out.
I do want to talk with Tony Gonzalez because, well, it's looking like Tony Gonzalez is screwed. Listen, the scandal has broken about him having an affair with a staffer, but, Luke, did you see the new messages that leaked?
Yeah, I did, and I also saw the new poll
this up.
that came out.
Yeah, so we'll get to the poll in a second, but, yeah, for those that don't know, he had an affair with the staffer. At this point, it's confirmed. It's not just a rumor. It's clear as day from the messages that were just leaked, and I can actually pull this up right here. He said some very spicy language. That's yeah, that's one way to put it. He was basically asking for nudes from the staffer, and
And this is what I'm telling you guys.
Not good.
I think Herrera probably is like a 50% chance of winning outright. I'm going to be honest, if he does not win outright, my prediction, I think Gonzalez is going to pull a Van Taylor and just
I think so. I think at this point,
because
he's not going to want to do it.
There is so much shit that is yet to come out, and I don't think he wants to be remembered for all the shit that could come out.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Right here, like, he's asking for nudes, and like this confirms that, yeah, he was having an affair with the staffer, who again, she set herself on fire. So yeah.
Again, and he was the fact he was calling out the husband of her, saying
yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah,
I'm being blackmailed, really.
He was like, I will never back down to blackmailers. It's
yeah,
like,
right here. I bring the messages right here. So he asked that send me a sexy picture. I swear my life has been a telenovel for the past 7 days. You don't really want a hot picture of me. That's what she said. He said, yes, I do. Hurry. Is this a test? She asked. And she said, no, I just don't like taking pictures of myself. Then he said, I'm just such a visual person. Sorry. Favorite position. Oh, gosh. Right. So, yeah. It's pretty bad. This is just some of the messages he's asking about America First Inside. Again, you live in Texas. The best way to look at who to vote for, not perfect, like you may not live in any of these districts, but if you live in Texas, go to America First Insight. We have the endorsements pulled up. Vote for all these people. Vote for Ken Paxton. Vote for Aaron Wrights, Don Huffines, Beau French, Gooden, blah, blah, blah. But the main one is Steve Toth. I think we're to the point now where Herrera's going to win.
Toth, yeah, Herrera's going to win. Toth is also important to dislodge.
Yeah, I mean, if Crenshaw goes down, I don't think people truly understand how critical this would be if Crenshaw goes down. You're talking about, in one primary, You can go from majority Democrat and majority shit Republicans to majority America First types in the state of Texas. Just one primary. That's why you can go out and vote. If you live in Texas, vote. And Steve Toth is phenomenal. I've learned more about him. He's a great guy. I think he'll be a great congressman. I still think Crenshaw's a favorite, but he better be careful. He better be real careful the next couple of weeks. And if Trump stays in the race completely, he might be in deep trouble, but we'll see. The reason I made that video is to clarify, like, listen, Trump is going to has picked Vance's successor. Let's cut this shit, this magical, mythical idea that, oh, actually, Vance is hated by Trump now and nobody likes him. That's bullshit. Trump is still going to pick Vance. It's just he's been talking more with people and he has backup plans because he does not want Ted Cruz sneaking in through the back door. He wants to make sure if it is somebody like, if it's not Vance, it's somebody like Rubio. And again, I'm not saying Rubio's perfect. There are some significant questions surrounding him. But right now, Marco Rubio has gotten significantly better. And he's still an upgrade from these other people. So, yeah, that's my take on it. That's my take. All right. Where are we at? But yeah, thanks for liking the video. I did like the video too. So I actually, the last couple of videos, in my opinion, I'm not trying to be biased, but I kind of am. I think they've been kind of good. I like some of the topics we've been talking about. So for those that don't know, Roanoke College is a very good poll star for Virginia. They're not perfect, of course. They're not like S tier, but they're one of the better Virginia pollsters. And for context, by the way, right now they're claiming Trump is like -30 in the state of Virginia. So it's not some Republican biased poll or whatever. They're saying -30. I think it's ridiculous. But even in this sample, it's like -30. They're saying right now, a majority of voters are going to vote no on the redistricting referendum. Yeah. In a Trump -30 sample, by the way, they're saying it's going to fail right now. Tyrone, why is this important? Why is this important?
It's a fucking referendum. If the referendum gets shot down, the redistricting ain't happening.
Yeah. And even then, it may not even happen. That legal stuff, they're in big legal trouble also. The Supreme Court of Virginia's got to wake up and actually decide something. But right now, they stopped early voting, or they're going to. The lower courts paused it. And the Supreme Court of Virginia has to make a decision. They were trying to punt it, but the lower court said, no, you're not going to do that. Because they're trying to play games and say, we'll decide after the fact. But nope, they have to decide it now. So even if they get the legal victory, which I don't think they will, we'll see. It looks like the voters of Virginia, even in a -30 sample for Trump, they're going to vote no on this.
Which, by the way, if it's a -30, if it's a Trump -30 sample, and they're showing that no is going to lead by 8, imagine what the actual margin will be.
Yeah. People understand, like, California last year was you had the shutdown, you had the SNAP benefits, and it's California. Virginia's not the same thing. And I do think we're starting to see a little bit of backlash against Democrats in Virginia. I don't think it's as extreme as some would hope, but I think there is some backlash building on Democrats in Virginia because they're passing some batshit crazy stuff right now. I don't think we gotta mention what they're trying to pass right now because we kind of did a couple streams ago, but yeah, it's insane what they're trying to do. So yeah, if this -30 sample has it failing by 8 right now, again, I don't know if it's going to pass or not, but even if they legally get around the courts and they're able to force it through, I don't think it passes a referendum. And in that scenario, you go from, I think it's 4 House seats Democrats gain, right? 4?
Yeah.
They gain nothing. They gain absolutely nothing. And this is a huge setback. this would be an embarrassment if they lose this. He just hammered them on that. That immigration thing's gonna haunt. I have a gut feeling it's gonna haunt them somehow. Real Texan, do you see that clip, by the way? The immigration thing?
What clip? Oh. Okay, what clip in particular?
He basically asked, like, let me pull it up, actually. Let me get the actual quote. Trump. Let me pull this up. Where is it? Right here. So he basically asked, stand if you agree. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. Okay? And these dumb
that's the thing. That's the thing. Hakeem Jeffries, I think, made it clear to the Democrats that nobody was allowed to stand for anything Trump said.
We saw this live, and that was... When that happened live, it was stunning. Even people in chat were like, what the fuck? You're telling me you disagree with this? All you have to do is just stand up and say, yeah, the duty of the American government is to protect American citizens. Wow, what? Who thought this was a good idea? Of everything to ignore. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable that this actually happened. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna haunt them. The RNC's already running ads with it, so yeah, guys.
Ted Cruz seems like the kind of person that either would have stayed out or endorsed Crenshaw, but no, he's endorsing Toph.
Yeah, right here. So yeah, right here, not president, Senator Ted Cruz of Texas. He endorsed Steve Toth for Congress, which, you know why Cruz did this? He saw the polling.
Oh yeah, there's probably some horrific internals. Oh yeah, who joined, by the way?
Midnight Messenger.
Rest in piss, Dan Crenshaw.
He's done. He is utterly screwed.
Okay, I'm not going to say he's done, but I think the chances of Crenshaw winning outright are... I don't think that's very likely anymore. And that's the thing. I thought he was probably going to win outright until this endorsement came out, like barely outright. But I thought he would have narrowly avoided a runoff. But now with this, I think he's at the very least going to a runoff. I still don't think Toph's going to win outright.
We'll see.
I don't think, because I think it's probably looking like a runoff. Toph, I said this from the beginning. If anybody was going to pose a serious threat to Crenshaw, it was going to be Steve Toph, because again, he's an incumbent politician from the area. He's got a conservative record. He can raise money, which Jameson Ellis couldn't really do, and he'd also be able to spend money.
Yeah, and he's in a great. Even before the endorsement, he was in a position of he was not the favorite, obviously, not even today. But he was in a position to actually pull it off, even before the endorsement. He had a chance.
Well, keep in mind too, the Crenshaw only got 40% in his primary a year ago.
Well, it was 59 or whatever. Voters were asked, which way will Trump's policies move the United States? In the right direction, wrong direction, whatever. And before the speech, 54% of speech watchers said it would move the U.S. in the right direction. So majority. Post-speech, 64%. This right here is a more important metric because that's a 20-point swing. All right, it went up 10 points, but it went from 54-46 to 64-36. That's a 20-point swing right there for people that watch the speech.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too that I liked is that speech went by super. I mean, even though it was 2 hours, it went by very quickly. I was surprised. When I saw the time, I'm like, wait, it's been an hour already?
Yeah.
I feel like this has been 10 minutes.
That's why I think it was so good. It just flowed perfectly. It was next thing to the next, and then talked about every single issue. By the way, I have notes right here. I keep writing stuff down. There was not a single issue he missed on. Not he ignored. Nothing. Maybe the Epstein stuff, but that nobody cares. Let's just cut the shit. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
But Like inflation, we talked about that, cost of living, the economy, trade, immigration, healthcare, accountability.
It was mostly domestic issues too.
It was the direct attacks of Democrats. And these are attacks they cannot counter because they're objective facts. Like the whole, like the standing thing. That, how would you come back from that? How? Like, there's no way you could say, oh, well, actually, we didn't mean it that way. He clearly asked a simple question. Do you stand with the American people first? And like 10 people stood on the Democrat side, and that's it. It was a disaster.
And this also kind of comes when some of the initial lib outrage against ICE in Minneapolis is kind of gone now, because it's been over a month since the deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy.
Yeah, that was just weird. That was part of the response to it. It's like, what are you doing? Do they really think that New Jersey and Virginia are like Republican states? And they won a miraculous upset? Because I was getting that vibe they actually believe that. That they actually believe they won New Jersey an upset. And Virginia. If you listen to what Spanberg was saying, she was making a big deal. We won Virginia by 15 points. Okay? Wow. It was insane. That whole thing. And they have learned nothing. Now that's what I'm trying to get at. They have learned nothing. There are roughly 50 million Americans without employer-sponsored retirement plans like 401ks, and there's growing bipartisan interest in expanded access. Trump said he would offer Americans who don't have 401ks or other employer-backed retirement plans to access the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year as we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market. Does anybody understand what this means? Does anybody understand what this actually means? Take a guess what it means, Midnight Messenger. Just take a guess.
Your retirement depends on the stock market.
No. Well, not only that, but President Trump could be the reason that we save Social Security in the long term because of this. Because think about it. A lot of people rely on Social Security because of, obviously they're going to get no matter what. But most people, they don't have a big enough retirement because they don't save or whatever. This new proposal could actually solve a lot of problems with Social Security, with retirements, and all that stuff. And it gives people an option because, like it says here, there are 50 million people without a retirement plan. So now you have an opportunity to actually get a retirement plan and actually profit from the stock market. Because already a majority of people are in the stock market right now, one way or the other. But now there's a chance where 50 million more people can actually see why the stock market going up to a certain point is actually good. This came out of nowhere. They're proposing $1,000 if they contribute $2,000 of their own. So in other words, it's just actually helping people out. And I wish they would talk more about this. Look more at the stuff. It's like, wait, people get free money for Trump accounts just by clicking a button? Yeah. American Nerd for 2. How does a Trump account work? I think how it works is just it's like a savings account or something. I don't know for sure, but I think it's something where you sign up for it when you have a kid, and the kid cannot access it until he's 18 or whatever. But basically, you can invest money into it, and other companies as well. They can donate money, and basically, when the kid turns 18, they get the money. It's like invested into the stock market, and basically it could be up to hundreds of thousands of dollars you get for free, or not free, but you get the point. You actually get this money down the line. It's for newborns and stuff, so they can go to college or buy a new house. Again, that's such a huge thing that I think we're just kind of glossing over. We're kind of just oh yeah, he just casually proposed that or actually passed it. And nobody's talking about it. Same thing with RX. Same thing with now retirement. By the way, why is everything named Trump? Trump RX. Why
not?
Trump account. Now Trump retirement, I guess. I don't know. Everything's Trump.
Trump's ego.
I know. That's the thing. But that's also a problem because you know damn well some people are saying no, it's bad because it has the name Trump in it.
The whole stuff with the tweets about how like ICE agents
I
shouldn't
got the
be
freaking
wearing
poll pulled up right
masks
here.
and stuff like that.
I'm getting so sick of this shit. This is his own poll from this morning, by the way. And of course, like, look at this. Cost of living's number 1. The economy's number 2. Those are interchangeable. Those two are just interchangeable. Let's cut the shit. Healthcare, number 3, 5. Crime and safety, 4. Immigration is 5. It is still the top 5 most important issues. And by the way, accountability is below border security, by the way. Look at that. His freaking issue he has a Spurge attack about, it's not even the top 5. It's below. So you're telling me Trump should be more focused, not on immigration, hell, not even on the economy anymore, but on healthcare and accountability. Really? When nobody gives a shit objectively compared to cost of living. Seriously? What are we doing here? Does he even read his own polls? I'm actually asking a serious question. Does he read his own polls? Because where is this magical search for Epstein? Where is it? Right here. He said, of course, the clapping seal shit. If he says the clapping seal thing one more time, I'm gonna gouge my eyes out. It just, right here, he says, in response to the Ipsos poll, unbelievable, the clapping seals even consider citing this poll to continue their grip. Even if Ipsos suddenly learn how to gouge Republican sentiment, their focus forecasted a blowout in likely voter modeling and claim the GOP is more popular than Trump. Oh. So it's fake because it's good for the GOP.
I'm not even saying that, like, I think that poll is real. I'm just saying, like, well, Ipsos is usually one of the most favorable Democratic pollsters, yet your poll is more Democratic than Ipsos, which should be, like, a huge red flag in my book.
Logo's lifestyle for 5. Massey made a Twitter post about Epstein an hour ago. He's crazy. Wow, what a shocker to nobody. Talking about Epstein. Do they really believe this shit?
No.
Do they no, they actually think, they think that what they did in the State of the Union was popular. That they really believe, yeah.
Especially what Al Green did.
Oh my gosh,
dude, what Al Green did is fucking crazy.
Listen, that was the thumbnail for the stream, by the way.
That was
stream a couple days ago.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
What a dumb shit. Seriously, you have that sign and you put your hand over the
aren't apes. Trump never fucking said black people were apes. These people make shit up.
But not only that, they made it worse. He put his hand over the thing and he said black people rent. Yeah. It's just dumb shit.
But the only people that this is popular with are like
comments too. Newsom's comments are also something we should talk about.
Oh, we'll get to that, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the only person who likes, or the only people that like what Al Green did, are like the hardcore Democratic partisans who are going to vote Democrat in every single election.
Yeah, I mean, but they actually believe it. That's a scary thing. They actually think, yeah, people support what we're saying. No. Do you really think people support the idea that no, Congress is not supposed to put the interests of Americans first? That's not their duty. Who do you think that? Who says they agree with that?
The democracy for non-citizens. They're the Democratic Party, and by the Democrat, I mean they democratically believe in taking away your democratic powers. Luke mentioned this in the server earlier. His rationality for wanting to get Cornyn in is because Cornyn's going to be a less scary candidate to run in a general, and he's not going to cost us a bunch of money. His entire train of thought is Cornyn's more financially sustainable. So for anyone who thinks that, and I know there are a few people who,
I know there's a couple.
who
I
think this way. Shut up, I'm talking.
Oh, sorry.
One, Paxton is a fundraising monster. If anybody is going to be able to come up with the money to fund themselves without taking money away from important primaries or even general elections in the midterms, it's gonna be fucking Paxton, not Cornyn. Cornyn, by the way, we've already wasted 9 digits worth of money on him. That's insane. We should not be wasting $100 million on a fucking candidate who has been consistently losing polling since 2021.
Yeah. 21.
2021. Remember when they passed the fucking firearms bill shortly after Biden got into office and Cornyn was one of the fucking sponsors? Yeah, he's been losing in polling for 5 fucking years. And you're trying to convince me he's going to be the safer candidate to run because he's 20 points behind after having $100 million from the NRSC sunk into it because Tim Scott's afraid Paxton's fucking racist. Shut the fuck up. Like, get the fuck out of here. You don't, like, these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand, again, like, to a point, I do think the race will be closer. But again, Restore is less than a month old, has 3 years before the election, is running on mass deportations. They're rapidly gaining support. Honestly, here's what I'll say about Restore. Until Reform UK can get off their ass and stop being a bunch of dumbasses, support Restore Britain. There, I said it. I think it's time. Listen, I like Reform. They're far better than the Tories and these other dumb shit parties. But honestly, at this point, until Reform adopts what Restore Britain is saying, why should you support them?
And they're
Why?
not going to because Farage is cooked.
Yeah. Again, Farage is
great. Farage's greatest damnation is the fact that Powell refused to endorse him so many times.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell people. It's like, listen, I still like Reform. If they can adopt some of the stuff Restore Britain's saying and stop some of the shit they're pushing, I would support them. But right now, Reform would fix some problems in the UK, but you don't need just minor fixes. You need a political revolution, and you get that with Restore Britain. That's my take right now. There, I said, again, things can happen. I think right now, Restore Britain is the best option. If you want to actually save the United Kingdom, if you want to save Britain, vote Restore. That's my take right now. Again, I'm not saying they're perfect. I'm not saying they're going to for sure win. But the point of Restore Britain is make the Reform Party either get off their ass and do something, or they lose. It's simple as that.
And Arab donors, they never had a chance. And now Rupert Lowe has gone and made his own party, and that is the only party you can consciously support and affirm.
Yeah, I would say right now.
That is all I have to say.
I mean, like, Restore has to, like, they are the United Kingdom's last chance. Again, I think if Reform wins, they would improve things. But at this point in the United Kingdom, you don't got enough time to just make improvements.
You're running on a hard clock here. You're running against a hard timer. You're running against the literal ethnic displacement of the island.
If this was 10 years ago, vote Reform. But we're not at this point right now. We have, like, what? How many years does UK really have at this current rate?
Shit, dude. America doesn't have much fucking time right now either. We have, what, 10, 12 years before the Hispanic population overtakes the native white.
Well, there's some good news in that front.
Now granted, with mass deportations, that's no longer the reality. But it took, I would like to remind people, what happened in America is extraordinary circumstances with Trump literally taking a bullet after turning his fucking... We were 2 millimeters away from this country ending. By the divine providence and mercy of God the Father himself, this country has been given 4 more years. 4 more years.
Yeah.
We are operating under such tight timetables, time frames, deadlines. And we only have 4 years. Britain does not have anything like that, and they are in a worse situation. Britain, I'm going to say that.
I know where this is going to go.
Why should America care about the British? We were founded on saying, fuck you, Britain. They were our enemies until they tricked us to join World War I.
No.
So, first off, only a third of the colonies supported, but only a third of the population of most of the colonies, not all the colonies. There were still loyalist colonies. That's how Canada popped up. Only a third were patriots. Only a third of them voted. Or not voted. Only a third of them actively resisted. It was predominantly the upper class, the mercantile class, the planters. Most of the emerging middle class in the economies were ambivalent. There were a lot of loyalists. Secondly, we may not have been allies with Britain, but past 1812, actually, more like past the
Civil War, probably.
No, not the Civil War. Actually, yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
But
you
really,
get the whole.
but really, shut up. Let me finish, please. Until 1892, with the Venezuela-Guyana Compromise, we had at least been amiable with Britain on trade. We have always had strong trade relations with British, and after that, we became steadfast allies with the British. We have been allies with the British monarchy and the British nation since the 1890s. It's not a World War I thing. And no, they didn't trick us into joining World War I. You are historically illiterate. Americans died on the Lusitania by a German U-boat. America entered because Americans died on a German U-boat sinking. We should give a shit about Britain, because this country is founded on Anglo-Saxon principles. It has a majority English and Scottish fucking ethnic makeup. Over 3/4 of all Americans and like 95% of all Americans who have been in this country since before the Hart-Celler Act have, in some capacity, colonial ancestry. You are descendant of the proud Anglos, Saxons, Jutes, Scotai, Ulster Scots, like all the people. You have invariably some British makeup. We share the same cultural customs, the same ethnic customs, the law. We have a unique law we get from the British. We have common law. Our DNA is directly derived from Great Britain and Ireland. I could say, as a proud American, a founding stock who my ancestors have been here since 1640. If you don't give a shit about Britain, get the fuck out of my country. Asshole who hasn't produced a legitimate poll in fucking months, if not years now, and I'm relying on fucking low IQ engagement bait on Twitter with actual mouth breathing, knuckle dragging, saliva drooling fuckwits to eat the slop that I put out.
If Crockett wins this seat and votes to convict Trump, he can blame his endorsement team. Oh my, he hasn't even endorsed anybody! He's gonna stay out of the race!
Harris is a fucking idiot.
He's just lying! He just, not just a dumbass, he's just lying.
Breaking news.
What?
No, wait, no, never mind. Fucking John posted the fucking clip of Trump talking about Cuba.
Oh. Yeah, so, yeah, guys, apparently, turnout in Texas is historically low. What the fuck are you talking about?
At this point, I just consider Rich Barris to be the same as Jim Cramer for polling whatever he says. Me when I lie.
Vote to convict, and that's another weird thing. But he's been like hyping up this idea where it's like, guys, there's a secret plan in place by Democrats to impeach Trump. He's like hyping up as like a secret thing, and that every Republican's going to vote yes. First of all, they did not even vote yes back in 21, right after January 6th. But secondly, what is he talking about, this secret plan? Democrats are running on impeaching Trump in public.
There's no secret plan. You're just fucking stupid. You're a fucking dumbass. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking retard. You're a goddamn fucking retard. You're a stupid motherfucking cocksucking motherfucking bitch. That's what you fucking are, Rich Barris. You're stupid.
A lunar eclipse on the first day of Ramadan.
I wonder why Trump bombed them today.
Oh, that was the really funny part. I don't know who it was. It might have been Omar, who was unironically bitching that we were going to bomb them during Ramadan. Hey, guess what? We don't give a fuck about your holy month. You are not immune to being held accountable for your actions just because you made the decision to not eat during this time.
Where were they when they like these terrorists like killed like Christians all the time?
Again,
Mr.
Beat was quiet. He didn't say shit.
Look at Germany. Remember the Berlin like the fucking like the car that ran over everybody? Remember that on Christmas Day?
I was in. Oh, you're talking about that? No, because I know in Los Angeles there was a pro-regime like bus that rammed into a anti-regime protest.
It's wild. Chance Dre's provide. Massey was wrong with Iran last year. The strikes on the narco boats and then Maduro capture. I certainly doubt Magic would be right about this one. Yeah, we'll see.
When has Massey been right about anything foreign policy?
No, nothing.
I'm pretty damn sure this guy is friends with Jackson Hinkle, who sides with literally every single enemy of America. In retrospect, how well did that foreign policy serve you? Has Qatar been loyal? She's also saying, if you don't want your country to be bombed, don't put a U.S. military base on it.
If you don't want your country to be bombed, don't attempt to make a nuclear weapon in order to kill everyone around you, and then repeatedly deny any attempts in good faith to get you to stop trying to fucking kill everyone.
Okay, by the way, we got breaking news. It was just confirmed. The Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, did call and notify the gain of aid ahead of time before President Trump strikes at Iran, incling a call to Hakeem Jeffries. So he did tell Congress.
No, he didn't tell Congress.
No, he didn't tell. He didn't go to Congress when it was open. He didn't during the State of the Union in detail say the plans for the event.
Yeah,
guys. He didn't tell Thomas Massey directly. He's a traitor to America.
Yeah, he didn't tell Thomas Massey. He didn't tell Ilhan Omar. He didn't tell Rashida Tlaib. He didn't tell AOC.
I'm gonna give a compliment. I respect Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries for not being fucking dumbasses and leaking this shit.
Yeah, because they know like they don't like Trump or whatever, but this would put American lives.
I was gonna say, okay, that's the thing, right? If you tell,
see the Democratic base turn against them, I think big time.
They're gonna turn. Dude, they're already fucking pro-Iran. You're gonna see fucking Iranian flags in the streets.
Yeah, not the Persian
It's not even
flag.
gonna be in solidarity with like the Iranian protesters. It's gonna be in solidarity with fucking Khamenei.
Not the Persian flag with the Iran flag.
They won't be able to put the flags in their Twitter bio though because Elon changed it to the lion flag.
Oh God, what are they gonna do now? What's gonna be the next fucking watermelon or whatever? Again, let me be clear. Everyone, shut up. I am still kind of against strikes right now because you don't know what this does. This opens can of worms. It could potentially become a shit show. But right now, I am not seeing anything to indicate this was a failure. Far from it. It seems like to be a massive success, and that's good. I don't know. We'll see. But again,
I think the strikes were based.
We'll see. I'm kind of skeptical on it, but yeah.
I just want Pahlavi back. Let's bring back the Shah.
All right, in other news, everybody. You want to see how the people in Iran are responding to this?
Yeah, they're celebrating.
Yeah, look at this video right here. This is an Iranian high school, and the students are thanking President Trump for striking the regime in Iran. I love Trump, one student said. And that's the funniest thing. Trump's approval, like it is in Venezuela, can you imagine what's going to be in Iran after this is over?
Dude, this is what I'll tell you. If they successfully get like a pro American government there will be Trump statues in Tehran. Yeah. Like, you know how there are for Bill Clinton in Kosovo? There will be Trump statues in like Tehran.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, again, I still want to see how this goes, but if we're able to do this without losing a single American and we topple Iran, you fix nearly every problem in the Middle East.
Look at what Real Texan posted, General.
Oh my gosh, I can't show that stream.
Now, in fairness, I'm pretty sure that's Rapola, but still. By the way, guys, if anyone's worried about Brandon Herrera becoming the next Massey, I'm pretty sure he's like.
Oh yeah, I gotta bring this up. No, look up what he said. It's fucking hilarious.
I think he was posting memes. I actually posted one to him, and he liked it. So.
Yeah, let me pull this up. You want proof that he's gonna be a good congressman? He posted this. This is real, by the way. Look at this.
That's the thing. Brandon Herrera, for like, he talks about how much he's this like pro-liberty, like borderline massy libertarian. But pretty much everything I've seen about him, he is just a generic conservative. He's like a Trump Republican, and that could be made up for the primary. But he doesn't seem like the type who's just going to grandstand and oppose everything the administration does, because it's not libertarian to do so. He knows when to put libertarianism aside and actually accept like realistic policies on things.
All right, Object Clay's cater for 2. Trump low-key can be president of the Middle East and win. Oh my gosh, they must love him right now.
Also, guys, sources tell me Khomeini is stable. Please, Allah.
Oh my god. Well, it's not March yet.
Well, it's close. We're rounding.
We're rounding up here. I'm pretty sure it might be. I don't think it's March in Iran yet, but I think it's going to be pretty close.
Oh, let me zoom out. Hold on.
Yeah, look up what time it is in Tehran.
I think they're like 10 hours ahead. I think
something like that.
In Tehran right now, it is 6:30 p.m.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so about 10 hours.
We'll round up because it's February. You know, March 1st is tomorrow,
and it's not confirmed that he's dead yet.
Yeah, no, he may still be alive. We're hoping he's still alive, so that way he can. That way we can fill in the.
I can't say that. I'm hoping he's dead. I'm not hoping.
Well, no. I didn't say that. I'm saying I hope he dies after March 1st. That way we get the funny chart to work out.
Yeah. So Maduro, then the fucking cartel guy. Which, by the way, so you guys hear the Mexicans go after cartels now, like big time. Hear about that?
Yeah. So maybe we'll take out.
Yeah. So yeah, they arrested a bunch of other people. So
they're actually doing something. Holy fuck!
Okay, so do we take out Steinbaum in April?
No, I don't think so.
No, so April, I think
she's just a puppet of ours. No, Steinbaum does this thing where she like pretends she's like independent, but we fucking dude. Like Mexico is more reliant on us economically than Canada is.
Yeah,
and if we can boss Canada around, we can boss Mexico.
Yeah, so
around.
I'm assuming April we're gonna probably do Cuba. That's my guess.
We don't have a reason to get rid of.
And then May we're gonna get Putin. We're gonna get Putin in May.
Yeah, but
holy shit, guys! Vlogging through history was just blocked by Mr. Beat.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What the? Dude, he's losing it.
They were like friends.
Vlogging through history. For those that don't know,
Mr. Beat has lived out to the point where even like the center right, like kind of anti-Trump Republican, like bro, he's.
For those that don't know, Vlogging Through History is a cool guy.
He's anti-Trump. That's the thing.
I disagree with him on some stuff.
I like some of his videos. Like I watched a couple stuff.
He's like a Bush era. Like I don't like Trump. I didn't vote for him. Like he's too much.
Mr. Beat was like I assume he supports what's going. I assume he supports the strikes in Iran. Is that?
I don't know.
I don't even know if he does that. All he said was, "Hey, maybe don't retweet fucking Iranian state media as gospel." Because guess what?
Bro.
It's not. It's Iranian state media.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, listen.
Now.
And the thing with like again, Vlogging Through History, I like some of his videos and stuff.
I feel bad for him. Like, yeah, because he met Mr. Beat.
He's a good guy. From everything I heard, he's a nice guy.
Mr. Beat has like, dude, he's like a full-on bread tuber now. You know,
dude, he's fucking lost it. He's gone off the deep end.
Bomb, bomb, Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran.
Yeah, we're live.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got him.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. So for those that live under a rock, we streamed earlier today. It was possibly the earliest stream.
Those who live under Iraq.
Yeah.
Those who live under a rock, kind of like, the Ayatollah. I think he's under rocks.
He's under a lot of rocks, I think.
Yeah, so let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Everybody, we got confirmation. The supreme leader of Iran has been killed. It's been confirmed by both Israeli and American intelligence, and everyone's just confirmed at this point.
So we got a 2 streams in one day situation.
Yeah, it's been confirmed. The supreme leader has officially been killed. And I think up to
game ended.
And I think up to
look in general.
What?
The real text just.
I'm not okay.
Bottom text.
Okay, so Yeah, real TV show for 10, double stream. What did Barris do this time? I bet he probably said if the GOP uses Thomas Massey platform, we would be 4